Scene script. Have you ever wondered how the beloved Halo franchise has evolved through its recent adaptation into a live-action series? As we delve into the first season, it's clear that the showrunners Stephen Kane and Kyle Killen faced a barrage of criticism. Their decision to reveal Master Chief San's helmet and introduce show-exclusive characters drew the ire of many hardcore gamers, but it's not all doom and gloom. Enter Season 2, now streaming weekly on Paramount+, a rebirth of sorts for the beleaguered adaptation. With a new creative lead, David Weiner, at the helm, we're now seeing a Halo series that's significantly more coherent and inspired than its predecessor. Weiner's approach to the material is refreshing. He justifies the new season's truncated episode count with a narrative that's efficient, engaging, and wastes no time in cutting to the chase. 6 months have passed since the conflict on Rosskotska. The UNSC, in a surprising move, has removed Cortana from the thoroughly addled brain of Master Chief, also known as John 117. The narrative takes a thrilling turn as Spartan-turned-pirate Soren embarks on a quest to claim the bounty on disgraced scientist Catherine Halsey, only to come up short. Meanwhile, the Covenant is wreaking havoc, infiltrating various planets before annihilating them, a process chillingly referred to as glassing. As fear, paranoia, and apprehension underpin every move the UNSC makes, we're left with a Halo universe in chaos. And let's be honest, there's something undeniably entertaining about that, but it's not all about action and warfare. Weiner's narrative also brings a human touch to the series. We see this in the subplot involving Soren, as he grapples with his transformation from Spartan to pirate. This shift in focus from high-octane action to character development is what sets Season 2 apart from its predecessor. The resulting chaos in the Halo universe makes for an entertaining watch, wouldn't you say? Now, let's dive into the characters that make the Halo series so captivating, shall we? This season introduces us to some new faces, and one that truly stands out is James Ackerson, played by Joseph Morgan. Ackerson is a high-ranking intelligence operative, a character who compensates for his slight physicality with shrewd decisiveness and occasional cruelty. But what makes him intriguing is the complexity added by his tender interactions with his aging father. This portrayal shows us that he isn't merely a power-driven dictator, but a man with plenty to lose, and his inner torment is never clearer than when he's caring for his father or reminiscing about his deceased sister. We are also introduced to Corporal Perez, brought to life by Christina Rodlo. As the sole non-Spartan survivor of a Covenant ambush, she becomes a valuable ally to John, adding another layer of intrigue to the unfolding narrative. As for the returning cast members, Pablo Schreiber, Bokeem Woodbine, Natasha McElhoney, and Natasha Kulzak have the most to do. Each of their characters undergoes significant development, adding depth to the storyline and keeping us on the edge of our seats. One character that continues to be a fascinating fixture in the Halo's mythos is Catherine Halsey, played by Natasha McElhoney. McElhoney continues to imbue her character with charisma, determination, and a chronic detachment from emotion. She commands nearly every scene she's in, and while Halsey remains the enigma she's always been, McElhoney starts to peel back the layers, showing us glimpses of her character's humanity. These character developments are not just about adding depth to the narrative, but they also drive the plot forward, making each episode a thrilling ride. The characters' journeys, their struggles and triumphs are what engage us, making us root for them, fear for their safety, and anticipate their next moves. It's clear that the characters are at the heart of this series, and their evolution is what keeps us hooked. Have you ever pondered about the man behind the Spartan, John 117? Season 2 of the Halo series brings a refreshing shift in focus towards this man, John, rather than his alter ego, the Spartan. In the first season's finale, we were left in suspense with Cortana's life-saving takeover of Master Chief. This plot twist suggested the emergence of a Spartan team led by the combined force of John and Cortana. However, Season 2 takes an unexpected turn. Instead of exploring this potential dynamic further, the new creative lead, David Weiner, decided to delve into the persona of John himself. This decision does not overlook the dramatic events of the past, but emphasizes the need to understand John as a man first, not just as the Spartan. This shift in focus, this exploration of his human side, brings a new depth to the series and to the character that we've come to admire. The focus on John's humanity brings a new depth to the series, don't you think? How do you feel about the changes made in the Halo series? One might ask. Well, it's intriguing to notice how the alterations in the series come across as intentional and ingeniously supplement the groundwork laid in the inaugural season. The narrative seems to have been subtly shifted onto a more streamlined path. The time jump, for instance, is not just a narrative device, but a strategic maneuver that helps in orienting the characters and their conflicts in a way that serves the story that's being told. Moreover, the focus on John's character, on the man beneath the Spartan's helmet, adds a layer of depth and complexity to the narrative. It drives the story forward in a compelling way, offering a fresh perspective on a beloved character. With these changes, the Halo series is closer than ever to becoming the engaging and impactful series it always wanted to be.